Phil said 2 years ago a 6-year-old shot his teacher. I ain't shocked at nothing.
That case last week. Yeah, last week she just won.
I'm in a goofy ass mood. I ain't gonna say whatever.
Say what you gonna say because we the 5150 show, homie. It's all that and this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. If a kid
When did a 6-year-old shoot a 6-year-old shot a teacher? When the hell did that happen?
too ticklish, they got to kill him because later on he ain't gonna take life serious. It's got to be. It's got to be early signs. It's got to be early signs like when you buy dogs and shit.
Brought a gun to school and shot a teacher, later identified as Abby Zwerner. She just sustained life-threatening injuries but is in stable condition. But the community is still reeling from the fact that not only was this a school shooting, but the act was done by a child as young as 6. Reports are now out that the gun was a legally purchased weapon belonging to the mother of the child. Let's watch what police had to say on the matter.
What's she doing some time?
Mrs. Zwerner was providing class instruction. The 6-year-old child displayed a firearm, pointed it at her, and fired one round. There was no physical struggle or fight. She was providing instruction to her class. There was one round fired. Abigail took a defensive position, and what I'm sharing with you is because she has allowed me to share it. She took a defensive position where she raised her hand. The round went through her hand, exited the rear of her hand, and into her upper chest, and that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I'm not a physician.
Well, really horrible thing. Obviously, reading the news reports, it sounds like this was a gun that was legally purchased by the 6-year-old's mother. We don't know.
Was it illegally? They said, legal. It said gun legally purchased. Okay, I thought you said illegally purchased. Well, if it's legally purchased, but I wonder, can the mom still get charged if she legally? But I guess if she didn't put it up, I don't know. How did the kid get a hold? Was she had it laying around or something?
Where it was being kept in the house, if it was left out, if the 6-year-old had easy access to it. Virginia does not, it appears, have a law necessarily criminalizing, not securing a gun in that manner. However, there have been successful charges in Virginia and elsewhere. Again, you could theoretically charge the parents for child services kind of issue,
like criminal neglect.
Yeah, neglecting the child by putting them in that kind of situation. Obviously, you can't. I'm reading. It sounds like you can't really charge a 6-year-old with anything, is what it sounds like, because they're not deemed fit to stand trial.
Right.
They said even a juvenile, and I mean. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know what to say about that, frankly.
Yeah, look, I think that there are a lot of cases.
They don't have to arrest the mama. The mama got to go to jail. The kid ain't supposed to be getting access. You supposed to hide the gun. The kid ain't supposed to know you even got a gun. In fact, the kid know how to get the gun and know where the gun at. They gotta charge the mama.
Is with minors where this exact situation is implicated. I don't know at what age. I think there's a broad public consensus that a 6-year-old can't have the mens rea to actually try to commit a murder. There's a more important conversation, especially when the police are involved, an important conversation to be had about what the police's obligations are, whether or not they should be acting impulsively in ways that protect their own safety, like we saw in Uvalde, and not willing to sacrifice and do what they're supposed to do in the line of duty, to use as much non-lethal force to disarm a situation and to protect people, which is often the case. These are not easy questions, but I appreciate talking about this case because it really foregrounds the extent to which the goal should be protection of and maximization of life.
So this is The Hill. Y'all can go and subscribe to their channel. They're going to end up, they got to charge her ass. They got to charge somebody. The 6-year-old, they can't, that's a baby. They can't really charge a 6-year-old, but how the hell, that's crazy. That was a powerful gun. It went through her hand and through her chest. That's probably what her putting her hand there probably stopped her from dying because it slowed the bullet down. It went through the bone of her hand and kind of slowed it down where it just probably you know what I'm saying? It lost momentum to go straight through her chest and hit anything of any, what they call it? Of any damage. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy though. Shoot. We live in a crazy time, y'all. You know, very crazy time. And it's just, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. It's getting scarier. It's like every year, it's like, what's going to happen next year? What's going to happen next year? What's going to happen? Like, it's just so much shit going on. You're trying to figure out what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? Like, what's the big thing that's going to be ready to, like, fuck, like, it's craziness now, you know? But hey, I want to know what y'all think about this, man. Leave your comments. Subscribe to Charles and Israel. Hit the thumbs up button.